So it's almost better to go draft where you can see the potential and you can help mold them to what you want, versus getting someone who's already been accustomed to a system and kind of has his own thing. And how much longer are they going to last?
Yeah.
Right. So I think maybe the draft is the way to go.
I heard name been thrown around. They're saying, and then a couple big guys, man. From there was another one from Clemson. I heard Shaq Lawson from Clemson.
Yeah.
Because they're saying that the defense is right now stacked. Yeah. Defense is stacked, and I think that we can really use, since we lost, all of our major players.
Are you listening?
Especially exciting right now because as far as I'm concerned, the 2016 NFL season has started. Why? It's combine time. Sit back and watch all those freaks of nature, man, out there displaying mad skills, jumping out of buildings, or should I say out of stadiums, since they're conducting inside of a stadium, sprinting, doing all kinds of crazy things. And you sit there, you look at those guys, you say, ooh, I could use this dude on my team. I could use that. Oh, this dude. It's just entertainment plus. Also, the Combine provides a venue for every NFL team in the league will be there with their entourage of officials and execs, conducting meetings and talking about all kinds of things. Also, to see the players, if they're healthy or not, the interviews to see what kind of citizens are bringing into the NFL. I would love to be able to sit in and watch in on that, because some of those guys are not well meant, but just because they can play football, it's okay. Bring him in. Speaking of which, Laquan Treadwell, you heard about him, right? Laquan has sent word that he will not be participating in the 40-yard dash. I had to laugh. And why? Everybody just about every other person I've talked to in the Niner Empire is talking about Laquan Treadwell. I'm not hating on Laquan, but I ain't all that impressed with him. Okay, because Laquan, first of all, he says, well, I have not been preparing for the 40-yard dash. Laquan, it's that time of year when every NFL prospect should be putting everything else to the side and getting that done. What do you mean you're not ready? Laquan says, I'll have that 40 for the pro day. You want to know the truth between you and me? Laquan is being a little sensitive about his speed or lack thereof. Laquan, at best, can do about a 4.6 or 4.7. He can train all he wants to. If nobody told Laquan yet, speed is natural. This is another reason why I'm not interested in Laquan Treadwell. We have DeAndre Smelter, same height, 16 pounds heavier. Treadwell comes in at 210. DeAndre comes in at 226. That means he's automatically stronger and he's faster. 11-inch hands. Laquan doesn't have 11-inch hands. He's also faster. Treadwell comes in, as I said, 46, 47. DeAndre does a 4.4 all day long. And you to tell me, because Laquan is the flavor of the day, Smelter was too last year, except that everybody said his knee, or else he'd be the buzz of last year's combine. Take Laquan away, and let's bring on DeAndre this year, and I know he's gonna start. See, because you gotta be careful with these things. I know speed's not the only thing, because if that was the case, Jerry Rice wouldn't even be in the NFL, right? Whoa, wait a minute. Jerry Rice, Laquan Treadwell is not. I only use that for an example. There is no comparison. I don't have anything against Laquan. He says he's gonna be back with Pro Day to show his 40 speed. We'll be waiting. You making mock drafts yet? I've made about 10 of them already. I can't stop making mock drafts. I'm excited about this. Right now, I want to know, how you going to fix this team? Where are the holes? Are you going to go through the draft? Or are you going to use free agency? Check you out. Fam, as you know, off-season time is the most exciting time because the fact we can anticipate nothing but good things. So that little thing that Eric Davis said the other day, pay him no mind. Got Herman. I know Herman ain't got nothing but good things to say. Herb, how you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing good. Rob, thanks for having me on.
It's my pleasure, bro. My pleasure, because if I could meet every member of the 49 family, we're huge. Makins. I'd be delighted, man. I could never get enough 49 people. Herman, man, we got a lot of money this year, a lot of draft picks. We got the luxury, Herman, of bolstering this whole team. Can be just rich with talent. But now, the thing first you got to pinpoint is, in your mind, what is the biggest need on this team? And are you going to go the free agent route to fix it? Are you going to go the drafts? How you see this situation?
Hey, you know what they say, more money, more problems.
Yeah.
And we got plenty of problems.
Yeah.
And, you know, to your point, yeah, we have some cap money that's freed up. You know, it's a hard call, right? It all depends who's out there available in the free agency field, who's coming up in the draft, you know. But really, I think we need an offensive line.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care. I've been saying it for the longest. You know, the defense is solid. I mean, they could use some work, but the offensive line, because we got to be able to put points on the board. And that's what's killing us. You know, for the last couple of seasons, we have not been able to put points on the board. Right?
2 years.
Yes. So we need somebody that can protect the quarterback, give whoever's in the pocket some time, you know, to make some decisions, make some reads, and get rid of the ball. But, you know, if you back there running for your life and scrambling, not too much good is going to come from that. Right. You know, and I've said it before. Hey, that's why, you know, Steve Young's career ended early. That's why, you know, Happy Feet Garcia didn't last long.
Yeah.
Hey, it's all been about, you know, the front line and being able to provide protection.
It's so
you know?
true. That's a good point. Would they have lasted a little longer if they weren't getting their brains beat out? You're right. That's
Definitely.
How come, man.
You know, look, Steve Young got what, 4 concussed within like a 2-month period,
and that's before they had protocol too.
Right, and that's what ended his career. He said, "I quit. That's it." And ever since then, the offensive line has been just bad.
Yeah,
just bad. I mean, we've seen some improvement, but
Super Bowl year, it was okay, not great, but okay, I guess. Then that was about the best time in a long time. That's a good point. You know what? In that case, though, you've seen some of the people available. Are you going to go after somebody in the draft? Because there's a couple of guys. You got Laramie Tunsil, Ronnie Stanley. There's some guys out there in free agency. I'm not sure which one of them. They're going to be so expensive, though. I mean, you going to go free agent route on that, or are you going to go draft for that need?
See, like I said, it's tough. It's tough because from a dollar perspective, you know, I was like, I don't want to spend too much money on the O-line and trying to find somebody who may or may not fit. You know, so it's almost better to go draft where you can see the potential and you can help mold them to what you want, you know, versus getting someone who's already been accustomed to a system and kind of has his own thing. And how much longer are they going to last? Yeah. Right. You know, so I think maybe the draft is the way to go. Yeah. You know, get some fresh young blood, young talent, you know, mold them to what you want, you know, develop them.
Because you know what? Trent Brown from last year. See, who knew Trent Brown being picked up that late, being way overweight? I understand he's nimble on his feet and everything else. Do you know, from what you watch Trent Brown, I think he's going to be good this year. I mean, you put AD supposed to be coming back. You put AD and Trent Brown on the right side. I like that combination. Both of them are road graders. They could both use a little help as far as pass protection. But if we're going to run, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, well, you know, that's what coaching is all about, right? It's being able to develop that talent and get them to come out of their comfort zone. Yeah. Right, and do what you need them to do and protect that passer. Yeah, or the runner, right?
Now, Chip Kelly is already warning everybody. Listen, I'm going to need some time with this. Herman, when Chip said to try to calm people down, because everybody's looking at Chip Kelly, oh, the Messiah has arrived. We're going to win. It's just like we were talking about just a second ago when you said offensively we're going to improve. How did you interpret when Chip said that? What went through your mind when he said that? Did you say to yourself, well, don't get my hopes up too high, maybe bring that standard down? How'd you feel about that?
I'm a realist. So I'm looking at it. I don't expect us to turn around and you know, be Super Bowl bound, you know, this upcoming season as much as I would like to. I would love if that happens. I mean, I think what Harbaugh did with the team and to turn us around and get us to the NFC Championship and to the 2 Super Bowl, that was impressive, right? And you got to give it off. But he's a phenomenal coach and an exceptional, you know, person. Chip, I don't know. I don't think that he has that type of fire, and I don't think he has the weapons and tools immediately at his disposal. I mean, you go back and you look at we had 12 players in the offseason last season before the season started that decided to
left,
retired, or quit. I mean,
At least.
You know, so we're building from the ground up. We're starting. I wouldn't say from scratch, but our talent pool is thin right now. So I don't expect the Super Bowl team, but I'd love nothing more than have a Super Bowl team
but
to get to the playoffs. But
at least some of the rookies last year, they've got a year under the belt, and they won't be out there playing like, should I do this? Should I do that? This year it should be instinctive. I look for guys like Kwaski Tart to just be a beast this year. Also, Eric Armstead, he should be much improved. These guys, it's all about being scared in their rookie year. So I'm figuring the fear factor will be gone. They'll come out and they'll just know what they're doing. Maybe that's going to make a difference. Don't know who they're going to get free agency, but the schedule, though, Herman. The schedule for the second year in a row
crazy.
Is insane. Exactly.
Are
you scared?
I am scared about the schedule because I thought, you know, when you had a losing season, they didn't give you all the hard teams. You had kind of a softer schedule. And I don't know. I think Jed York pissed somebody off in the NFL scheduling committee. Right? They was like, you know what, Jed? Screw you and your 49ers. We're going to give y'all we're going to give y'all a Super Bowl championship schedule.
I mean, you're right. It's the Panthers and it's the New England Patriots. Why would you do that to anybody in the same season?
Yes.
And then we got to play Arizona twice. You got them miserable Hawks twice. The Rams ain't going to be bad this year. We don't have a week where we can just relax. Every week is just a tremendous test. But steel hardened steel. I said that last year. I don't know.
Well, you know, but that's why we play the game. Anything can happen any given Sunday, right? So we have to just go out there, put our best foot forward. You know, the fans, we have to get out there. We have to support. We have to cheer the team on, make some noise. I'm always a true fan, but you know, I didn't do my part this season. I admit I didn't go out to too many games. Yeah. You know, normally I'm out there with my crew and we're tailgating and doing our thing. Yeah. But you know, life happens, and you know, and I couldn't make it out there. And then you got halfway through the season, and I'm like, man, I don't even know if I want to spend my money to go out there.
You did not give up on the points.
I could sit at home and watch, you know, and cheer. But you know, but I'm gonna be out there this season doing my thing, you know. But
because you know, Herb, they can't help it to get better because offensively it's got to improve. I see us winning at least a couple more games. 8-8 is attainable. So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Herb, give me that shout out, man.
Niners!
And he said he wasn't ready. Here we go on our ongoing Finding All Fam across the planet. We got Freddie. What's up, Freddie?
Hey, how you doing, fam? Man, it's a pleasure to be here.
Freddie, I gotta tell you though, man. You know why I'm wearing the 53, man? Because I see on your account you was wearing the 53. But I see you right now, you're a Willis Bowman fan. So it's all good.
Yeah. You know, I'm defense, man. I'm old school. I'm Ronnie Lott. You know, that's my number one all time is Ronnie Lott for sure.
I know, man.
But you know, I love defense. You know, defenses, they prove so far to be, you know, keepers and stuff. So I'm just a pleasure just to have these numbers to be wearing these, you know, representing. You know,
right, but I tell you what too, as far as hitters, you mentioned Ronnie Lott, Kwaski Tart, man, that dude, I got a feeling we got another one in the make. He may not be as impactful as Lott, but he's gonna be right in there, man. I can tell right now.
Yeah, he is, and he's young, so he's got a lot of room to grow, man. So, you know, I know when Lott came in, you know, I know he was doing his thing, so there's always room, I think, for Trot to, you know, get that experience out there and, lay the wood down, man, lay the wood down.
He should be relaxed this year after 1 year, because rookies always come in, what am I supposed to do? He should be cool this year. Freddie, you been doing your mock draft, man? Because right now we're talking about almost time to start pulling your draft pick, right? Because I've been coming up with all kind of scenarios and stuff like that. But Freddie, if you've done that, who do you see falling to number 7 for the 49ers?
That's the great question that I think all faithful Niner fans are looking for, because you know what I mean, with this Chip Kelly scenario, you know what I mean? Is he going to keep Cap? You know, the rumors about the situation in April 1st. I mean, are they going to go out and get Golf? You know what I mean? Are they going to go out and get the other guy that they were looking for?
You know what? I know what you're saying there, but you know what? Let's see if they keep Cap. Who would you like to pull and why?
I mean, you know, like I said, I'm defense. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think defense wins games. I mean, a lot of people, you know, that disagree, but I feel that, you know, it does. I think we need that staple, man. Like we need that Patrick Willis, the big hitter. So I mean, I've heard this rumor about Miles Jack from UCLA.
Yeah.
I've watched some footage on him. He's real quick. I know he's coming off an injury with a knee injury. They said it's not like a major tear. Or if they want to get, outside like defensive line, if you want to get, some ends or big stellar. I heard Noah Spence from Ohio State. I heard his name been thrown around. They're saying, and then a couple big guys, man. From there was another one from Clemson. I heard Shaq Lawson from Clemson.
Yeah.
Because they're saying that the defense is right now stacked. Yeah. Defense is stacked, and I think that we can really use, since we lost, all of our major players, man. I think if we can get some guys around that edge, that corner, and I think maybe I'm looking at defense. That's why I'm looking at it,
Which you know what? In this case, since I say you are a defensive guy, like you say, Bowman. Also, Willis, who we're gonna have to try to replace him somehow. Bowman this year, I'm concerned. His knee has gotten better, and it's after a year, it's gonna be even better than it was last year. How do you see Bo following last year's act? We're talking 154 tackles. It's number 2 in the league. Chip Kelly offense is going to keep him out on that field all day. And they have to make Bo sit down because they're going to have to rotate him. But what do you see his season looking like this year?
Man, like I said, the way that he came back last year, the tackles, just the way that he played, man, it's surprising me big time. And I think that, I think with him on the field, with his leadership, they're saying like we're one of the youngest secondaries, the youngest teams in the NFL and stuff. We got a lot of young rookies, in the secondary and the defense that he can help them out a lot. And if they can't rotate him in a situation like that, especially the way that because I've watched Chip Kelly, I'm a big USC fan. And I couldn't stand Oregon because it was always SC and Oregon going up there. And I seen the way that Chip Kelly runs that offense, and it is quick, and their defense, like you said, their defense is out there, the majority of the time because they score so fast. But I hope that the coordinator can get up in there and get him some rest, get him some play, put up another stellar a linebacker in there, and hopefully That's gonna
be like you were saying. That's gonna be like it all depends on who they pull. And remember though, everybody's ignoring Hodges though. I worry about Hodges. Hodges he had a good season actually the last part of the season, and everybody's saying let's pick up somebody else. Hodges probably saying what's wrong with me?
No, you know what? I like Hodges did pretty good, man. He was surprising, man. He was like for him just barely being on that team and the way he produced for that team. Imagine what he's going to do with the full off season and just being a part of the practice and just being a part of that, continuity with that defense. And that's all it needs, I think just the continuity with just everybody just gelling together and stuff. And I think they'll come together,
And you need camp to get all that done. Right. Finally though, the cap situation. That's why I wanted to come back to that. How do you see that playing out? They won't tell us anything, man. We're getting these vague answers. Nobody wants to commit and say. Chip Kelly wouldn't even say, that's my man or anything like that. What do you think is going to happen with that?
I'm going to look at it like this. Like I said, I know we all just die hard. I've been an Islander fan for so many years. And for me, it's hard because, I'm so used to that West Coast offense, with the fullback, the running back, the run first, pass. It's harder for change because I don't know if he really likes change. But I figured, I'll give it a shot. But I'm going to tell you this much, though, man. What I heard what they were saying was if they keep capped, it's not going to take much of a dent because the salary cap that we have this year is so big. We got like 50, I think what it was like 53 or something like that.
It's in the 50s.
Yeah, it's in the 50s. So that, so they can afford if they do. But I think that he fits, he'd fit perfectly in that offense, I think if all I have to do is if he can just work on his accuracy, all of his other attributes as far as athletics, man, it'll pull together and work on that accuracy. I think he could be a good person to fit that scheme because, he's quick, he's he's agile, what I'm saying?
Freddie, the 3-2-1 time, bro. As if you were in Levi Stadium.
Niners! Ooh!
I could. Yeah. Herman, Freddie, love you guys, man. We'll be doing this again a little later on. See you online in the meantime. Let me run something by you real quick. I have, like everybody else in the 49er empire, sick and tired of last year's pass rush, of which we didn't have one, right? They tried to do a lot of things, but they never rushed the quarterback, not consistently. Quarterbacks had all day to throw every day. Has the time finally come? We abandon the 3-4 and go to the 4-3 defense. Look at my chart here, all right? You notice how I got Tremaine Johnson on the left side. I went and acquired him from the Los Angeles Rams. Now look, you see Miles Jack of the OLB? I already drafted Miles Jack. And why? Miles would be awesome in this position. He can switch back from the OLB, or he can switch back and forth with Kwaski Tart. I got plans on shifting them back and forth. Look down in front. You see the defensive end? Yeah, that's Aaron Lynch. I'm telling you right now, that is the most fiendish lineup from the 4-3 because we don't have Justin Smith anymore to wreak havoc and bust that pocket down. It is what made the 3-4 work. It may be sometime in the future that Eric Armstead has that capability, but not right now. I like that lineup. Give me your feelings about that on the comments section. I want to know if I'm on the right path or not so I can get the kudos for that. We'll talk about that this weekend on the Ladder Empire meeting, as well as other subjects. You never know what's going to develop between now and this weekend. Check out on Saturday afternoon. I should have it posted on Facebook, Ronbo Sports, the fan page. The time will start, along with any other subjects we might want to discuss. Also on Instagram and Twitter, about an hour or so before we do get ready to go, you'll get information there as well. All right? Yeah, I look forward to seeing you Sunday. Meantime, have a few good days between now and then. Count me out.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sacred stone.